Welcome to the ultimate game of the day. We are going to have another international matchup between Latvia and Lithuania this time. Kylanti Banga, after suffering a loss in the Universe Point to Hyperflick, gonna take on Ventspils, and that's not going to be an easy task for them. I don't think, to be honest, as Ventspils having that chemistry, having that experience. They do have somewhat older players, I think, but they also have the experience and the athleticism of some of their even Masters players. So, going to be an interesting one of a matchup of youth and experience. Third game for both teams. So maybe Ventspils could be slightly more on the tired side, so maybe legs will actually show themselves in this game, and Kylanti Banga probably going to be a little bit fresher and a little bit more ready to run. And errant throw, unfortunately, for Motskus, if I'm not mistaken, and that's taken away by Budinš, who is now with the disc, gets it to the captain and the coach of the squad, Zakis, once again with the disc. Long shot to Skudra, and Skudra over the top to Renārs Niedra for 2-0 start of Ventspils. Looks like Kylanti Banga tried to play their usual zone. I think it was a very surprising thing to see in the beginning, but many teams are starting to figure this zone out and starting to play a little bit more effectively against it. So we will see if they will also switch their defense like they did in the game against Hyperflick. That's another up the line shot, and that was tipped by the Ventspils player. Looking to find who that was. That was Blumenthal's. Kristers Blumenthal's was the defense. Niedra with the disc now. Skuber for Skudra. Just past the hand of number 9, Rindokas, and marked in by number 4 of Ventspils. Great way to hold on to this disc. Robert Budinš with the score. Great awareness, great grab, and 3-0. That is 2 breaks on the trot after scoring the first hold. Rindokas, nice push pass, and off the hands of Chesas, who tried to chase that disc down, and fortunately was a little bit out of reach. Maybe a bit was required, but was not given. Now Blumenthal's with the disc, finds Budinš, and Blumenthal's a bit of a 1-2. A little bit too late, and Blumenthal's for Niedra into the end zone, over the zone of Kylanti Banga. A little bit dangerous, not the easiest reception, but Niedra holds on really well to this disc. Well marked. Nice footwork over there from Renārs Niedra. (4-0). Not a great start for Kylanti Banga. Let's see if they will manage to get a few offenses and get a break back. Rindokas with the disc. And the disc is moved to the far sideline. Once again with Rindokas. Rindokas looking into the end zone. And none other than Meinardas Grūzdis with the score. Once again elevating for the occasion. Yeah, he definitely has hops, that is for sure. Nice take at the high point. And Kylanti Banga on the board for 1. Niedra for Skudra. Ooh, difficult grab, but works really well. And a scoober into the end zone works great for Budinj. Great grab, great collection, and another very quick and very clean hold for Ventspils. Just a few passes needed, and a nice grab there. Nice support from the bench of Ventspils, which is just cut on your frame. I do see the Gattis Valdemar, the big spoon, Mark Skrebs, and a couple of other players from other teams. We see some fresh faces on the squad. Lukonas is getting on the field. I didn't see him playing just yet. Now with the disc as well. Rindokas gets a few touches, and nice inside shot for number 2. Velikis, I think he was not here last week, and once again another athletic grab for Grūzdis. Disc now on the far side. Whoa, and I think he holds on to it, but looks like it's going to be called in. So I think he just stayed in. Would be interesting to see the replay. How close to the line he was on the second reception. Oh yeah, no, he was quite in. Yeah, that was all right. Lukonas with the pull. Budinj is going to field that and attack it just to gain a few yards. Skudra with a whoa. Foul is going to be called. It's going to be accepted immediately by Lukonas. Yeah, Zakis does play with quite a lot of contact occasionally, but I think it was a little bit too much even for him. So players have discussed and figured out the correct way to check the disc in. It's going to be checked in. Maybe not entirely correctly, but still works. Budinj with the disc, looking for options. Skudra, whoa, maybe a bit of an errant throw for Blumenthal's. Back to Skudra, and Skudra once again for Zakis, and Zakis is apologizing for that drop. Maybe a little too high for him. I'm sure that Zakis can elevate for many a disc. And Niedra run through block, read that disc a lot better, and swings to Zakis. Zakis with a cheeky blade over the top to Blumenthal's. Back to Zakis, back to Blumenthal's. Now looking for... Oh! That was a little bit too flat for that zone, and Chesas is going to pick the disc up, go back the other way. Looks like that is a break. Let's go to number 9, Rindokas. Marius Rindokas with a break. Yeah, I think a little bit too casual for Ventspils in this particular point on the counter-offensive. Maybe should be a little bit more careful with the zone as it can get collected, and maybe a little bit too casual as well with the very, very high discs into the end zone. But regardless, they are still ahead by 2 points, so 5-3. Ventspils of Latvia is ahead. Budinš looking into the end zone, but finds Skudra instead. Chesas now marking. Looks like, interesting. So they are going. Kylanti Banga went to person-to-person defense, and great shot by Renars Niedra into the end zone for Girts, the captain and coach, and I think creator possibly of this team. Skudra ready to pull, but looks like there was maybe a little bit of miscommunication, but now the pull is up. Great pull, but maybe the defense was a little bit too casual of coming along. Berzhanskis finally finds Chesas, and that's taken away by Skudra, the speedster, running over Berzhanskis and swinging it for Niedra. Skudra running circles and running into the end zone, and Zakis now. This is the disc. Blumenthal's and Zakis. And Skudra once again, and over the top. Blumenthal's unfortunately did not realize where he was and that he had a little bit more space to grab this disc. He's gonna come on the mark and get on the mark of number 5, Velikis. Oskaras Velikis. Looks like it's going to be a foul called, and accepted foul by Blumenthal's. A bit travelly, but no call is made, and the defensive presence of Renars Niedra is making itself known. And Ventspils are getting the disc back. Blumenthal's once again with the disc, and this time going high for Zakis, and I think Zakis is arguing that it was because of the contact that he has lost the disc. He has dropped it, and looks like there is no contest. But after a throwaway, Kylanti Banga is getting the disc, and there is another throwaway by them. So yeah, this is becoming turning into a little bit of a marathon point. Skudra now with the disc. Exchanging together with Dudinj. And finally, the disc is finding the end zone in the hands of Girts for Ventspils. 6-3 in this game. No, 7-3, apologies, that is halftime. Half-time. We're gonna quickly switch sides, switch offense, defense to the corresponding one, so basically reverse of what it was in the first point, and we're gonna get started once again. Zakis ready to pull. Kylanti Banga ready to receive, and the disc is received by Chesas. Chesas to Gruzdis. Gruzdis swing to Mockus. And another swing to Chesas. And Berzonskis, the ex-wrestler, or still a wrestler. You can always do 2 or 3 sports if you want. Chesas with the disc. Looks like, a bit of an apology from Zakis for a bit of a contact on the mark. Chesas finally finds the disc. Whoa! And that is an amazing layout from number 4, Dudinch. Yeah, looks like he did hurt himself a little bit, but he's alright. No injury called. Maybe quite an uncomfortable landing over there. And Marcis Kudra, face in the hands, head in the hands. He's not happy with himself for throwing that, and tries to redeem himself by making quite an athletic play. Mockus now with the disc. Gets it to Rindokas, and Rindokas into the end zone for number 1, none other than Meinardas Gruzdis, who lives in the end zone and lives to score, looks like and feels like. 4th point for Kylanti Banga, 4-7, still trailing, a little bit behind. You gonna wait? I'm
going to my grandma's place. And if after that you're still here, I can pick you up.
Thank you. Thank you. Niedra finds a long pass for Marcis Kudra. Marcis Kudra looking for options, virtually unmarked. Now finally Marks is getting there. Marcis Niedra, no mark on him. Skudra. Niedra and Skudra are exchanging the disc. And Girzakis, of course, with a score from Renars. Oh no, sorry, that was Marcis Kudra, of course, from Renars Niedra. Looked like it was actually meant for Zakis, but Skudra decides that he would like another stat to his name. Ooh, nice pull, but I think it did go a little bit too high over the end zone, and it's going to be called a brick. Unsurprisingly, so Meinardas Gruzdis is going to call a brick. Finally finds Velikis with a swing. Velikis can't really find any resets. Finally finds Rindokas, and Rindokas with a hammer into the end zone for number 1 under pressure from Budinch. Budinch not wasting time, picking that up. Niedra to Zakis. Zakis into the end zone with a hammer for Edgars Budinch, of course. Apologies, a bit of a brain freeze. It's been a long day, almost 10 hours. Yeah, 10 hours day with 3 games in between, a few warm-ups, and many games of commentating. But of course, always nice to spend another day enjoying Ultimate, playing or commentating or watching or just talking about it. Of course, exciting news about Salaspils players. You've probably all seen that on the social media. You've heard actually Arvids Janis Karklinch commentating earlier together with his Salaspils teammate. Whoa! Look at that. That's another statement grab in the end zone. Meinardas Grūzdis is probably in this sport to stay. He's going to stay in the sport for a while. That's not an easy feat, and that looks at the very least impressive. So great grab by him. We should make a compilation of Meinardas Grūzdis and his ups over the course of this season and this league. Stay tuned, of course, for tomorrow. We will bring you plenty more games tomorrow. Not as many as today, but still we are going to be on from 9 a.m. in the morning until approximately 3:30 in the afternoon. Quite a lot of games gonna be here, and quite a lot of points are going to be scored, just like Marcis Kudra scoring another point for Ventspils. That is 10-5 for Ventspils, doubling up on Kylanti Banga. And a nice grab in the end zone for Marcis. Dudinj with the pull, fielded by Chesas. Now Berzhanskis and Grūzdis. Oh yeah, looks like a bit of a travel. I was thinking actually about that as I was watching Berzhanskis move earlier. So yeah, not surprised that Zakis did notice that as well. Berzhanskis once again with the disc. Swing to Chesas. Berzhanskis once again. And Mockus to Chesas and into the end zone for... Try to guess who scored this point. Of course it was Meinardas Grūzdis, leaving in the end zone, leaving to score. Budinj gonna start us off to Dudinj. Budinj once again to Skudra. So far still in their own end zone and finally getting out of it. Dudinj now with the disc. Long shot looking for Skudra, and Skudra collecting that disc for another clean hold by Ventspils. 11-6. Couple of points away. Definitely enough time for Ventspils to win this game. Could be a tall task for Kylanti Banga to get it back. And remember that we are playing so-called Paga rule. So if you are not within 3 points when the buzzer is sounded, and you're not within 3 points when the point is finished, then it is virtually game over. Kylanti Banga gonna try to prevent that, but they would need to score just a few breaks, quite a few breaks actually, to do that. And Berzhanskis with a hammer. Look at that. Just look at that young, springy athleticism. Meinardas Grūzdis. Also remember this name as well. I think I told you a few names to remember in the previous game. I think it was Tinto Kusk. I would like to see a matchup and the ups competition between Tinto Kusk of Tartu and Meinardas Grūzdis that you've just seen and witnessed his amazing athleticism and great hops. Budinš and Zakis. Good movement so far. Now Skudra is getting involved in this point as well. Budinš with a long shot to Zakis. And Zakis with a shovel pass into the end zone for Marcis Skudra. Ever a showman. Of course, Girts Zakis. 12-7 game point situation, so game to 13 regardless of what happens. Well, actually no. If Kylanti Banga will score a few points but will run out of time, there still might be a situation when the game is over on the buzzer. Or on the point scored after the buzzer, right after the buzzer. Zakis with the pull. Fielded by Mockus. First swing and a long shot. Oh, Gruzdis was pushed a little bit, but no call is made. Maybe he was not able to elevate for it just because of that small contact from Renars Niedra. Renars, I think, was a little bit apologetic for that, but Gruzdis said that, yeah, he was not able to jump, but no harm done. Incidental. And that's going to be a foul called by Niedra as Gruzdis went for this disc. Maybe we can see a replay. That would be great. If we cannot, then I think we are going to... Yeah, you can always scroll back and have a look at it yourself. Once again. Some perspective is given by Edgars Budinš. And looks like it's going to be... Oh, contested foul. Okay. Girtsakis is going to get it back. Marked by Mockus. Zakis swing to Budinš, and Budinš getting involved as well. Now Niedra a lot less pressure. Well, yeah, still some defensive pressure there on the mark. Budinš with the disc over the top to Niedra. Niedra unmarked. Finally, Berzhanskis is coming on a mark. And Niedra looking for some options. Blumenthal's and Niedra exchanging the disc. Yeah, some swings are available. Yeah, that's going to be a game. Girtsakis was the last point of this game. Congratulations to Ventspils. Commiserations to Kylanti Banga. Unfortunately, losing their second game in a row, if I'm correct. Of course, tomorrow is a new day. 3 games for every team. A little bit less. Still quite a lot of games, actually, for the women's division, but unfortunately we're not going to watch any games on the women's division tomorrow, only open division. So tune in at 9 o'clock in the morning local time. Thank you everyone for listening. Thank you to Elisaveta Eglita, who is falling asleep and a little bit tired, of course, of producing. Thank you to Eduard for swinging the camera on the very top. Thanks to Linda Gulbe for organizing, to Laura Samiete and Kristiana Buldure for commentating, and of course to Arvijanis Karklinch. And to Mikus, of course, for helping with producing the content and showing us some interesting replays. Tune in tomorrow for the third stage of Baltic Ultimate Frisbee League, and have a very good evening. Enjoy the weekend. Goodbye.